and welcome to glennzb TV, the show that puts glennzb into your virtual headset. Yes, I'm bringing New Zealand to the world, and the world to New Zealand. And I really think this whole business of the Broadcasting Standards Authority looking at whether it should just be adults only, TV only after 8:30, and that the 4 to 7 time slot is for kids. It's just gone now. I mean, we all know, we've caught our kids watching zombies being hacked apart. It's a whole Netflix show about the kid who was raped and then committed suicide. I mean, I wouldn't even watch that. So I feel like, in some ways, they're more mature and more able to handle that kind of content than I am. And really, maybe teenager discretion is advised, or guidance is advised. And maybe I need them to help guide me with my viewing choices. We've got a Maori priest. I don't really understand. Is that what doesn't actually say what faith the Maori priest is? It's a priest of Maoridom. Is this person a priest of a certain denomination who just happens to be Maori? Or anyway, it's shocking to hear that a surgeon grafted a dead person's bone without patient consent. 2 Auckland orthopaedic surgeons have been lambasted by the Health and Disability Commissioner for using the bone graft when the patient thought that it would be bits of their own hip that would be used for the surgery. So this is a breach of Maori cultural rules, apparently. And because we all know what happens, of course, that they will start hallucinating that they are that person, the dead person, or they'll be haunted by the dead person. This is all science. I've seen the movies, documentaries on this. So yeah, they should. I think we're agreed they probably shouldn't have done that. Or if they were going to do that, they should have told them that they were going to do that. Now, we've got an Auckland councillor. Who says plans to temporarily shelve the waterfront trams is actually a quiet way to ditch them for good. This is the service at Wynyard Quarter. Here they are. See, it's going around there's the containers. The Wynyard Loop. They've had to put up all these poles for them to make them go. It's being suspended until further notice. Mike Lee, it's always Mike Lee, isn't it? He says it'd be really disappointing if they were shut down with the upcoming America's Cup Challenge in the city. I just feel like on the waterfront, rather than a tram, I don't know, some kind of boat is probably the way to go. I'm absolutely devastated by the news about the fire on Arutaki. Which not only did it were 3 beachfront villas burned to the ground at a resort, but also the flying fish. I wish I could remember exactly what it was called, but the bar and restaurant. The reason I'm so devastated because I've actually been there recently and had perhaps the best week of my life staying at this very resort. And see, this is the beach bar in question. That's not there anymore. I'm hoping that they're finding a way to still serve these cocktails, because I can't remember whether that's the Island Boy or the Island Girl. I think that might be the Island Boy that I'm just getting to the bottom of there, and I think that maybe that was the Island Girl. Could be the other way around. It was pretty clear on the menu, but then by the time you got to the end of those, it became sort of less clear. But great times. I mean, look at that sunset, if you can see past the massive... Anyway, none of that's there, and it's all burnt down. I'm gutted. I hope they put it all back the way it was, and I can go back there and it'll be romantic as it ever was. I am glennzb. Thank you so much for having me in your virtual headset. I'll see you back here again tomorrow.